Okay, Whiplash, I'm ready to start the episode. Hello, Panthor. You're hungry? Beastman ate your breakfast? Oh, well, that's absolutely outrageous. Listen, Panthor, I give you permission to go and find Beastman and chew one of his legs off. Now, don't worry about that, Panthor. I'll grow him another one using my havoc magic. Is that okay? Okay, see you later, Panthor. Bye, boy. I like Panthor. Anyway, let's get on with the episode. Greetings! I am Skeletor, and welcome back to SkeleTalk, the series where I answer your questions. It's the internet's best kept secret. Right, the original YouTuber The Monkey starts us off with the following question. On a scale of 1 to 10, what number is Mary Poppins' beauty? I would say she's an 8.5. Maybe a 9 if she takes her hair down. Thanks for the question, Monkey. Cat has 3 questions. Number 1, do you like Joker? Do you mean the character or the movie? Either way, yes, I do. The Joker and I are actually friends. Question 2, what is a ninny list? Well, it is a list of ninnies. Currently, Gerard O'Connor is at the top of the list, but there are a couple of other viewers that are perilously close to being included. And question 3, do you need a therapist? No, I do not. I am a perfectly well-balanced individual. Thanks for those questions, Cat. Delvian Seek asks, do random strangers ever say, "You're so money supermarket" to you? If so, how do you react? Yes, they do, and my usual reaction is to punch them in the throat or poke them in the eye. Sometimes I mix it up and punch them in the eye or poke them in the throat. Occasionally, if the person has bollocks, I kick those bollocks. Thanks for the question, Delvian. Jason Raphael Murdoch has been a naughty boy this week and has sent in 4 questions. Listen, Jason, I shall allow this transgression to go unpunished on this occasion, but if you push your luck again, I shall be forced to add your name to my list of ninnies. Okay, question 1. What is your favourite type of cheese? Well, I prefer mild, hard cheeses, such as Edam, Gouda, and Leerdammer. I do not like stinky cheeses or any containing blue mould. And question 2. Who is dumber, Beastman, Ram Man, or Whiplash? Probably Beastman, although Ram Man seems to be mentally challenged as well. Whiplash isn't actually dumb, he just isn't very good at thinking. And question 3. Would you please tell us more about your opinions on aliens? Well, Jason, I'm afraid that this topic is far too big to tackle in this show. It is quite the rabbit hole, and I could discuss the subject all day. Unfortunately, I cannot even scratch the surface of this topic without opening a real can of worms. And Jason's sneaky 4th question is, would you consider allowing the purple snake man from Remco's Warrior Beasts into your minions? Yes, I would consider this. I'm always on the lookout for useful henchmen, and I would be happy to peruse his resume to determine his level of suitability. Thank you for the too many questions, Jason. Nick from the Action Popcast asks, if you could have a slumber party with Rizzo from Greece or Trinity from The Matrix, who would you pick, and does it hurt to know that either one could kick your ass in a fight? Oh, right. I will tolerate no further mention of Greece. The next person to do so will be added to my ninny list, albeit below Gerard O'Connor's name. I deeply resent having to Google who Rizzo was, and anyway, I choose Trinity because she would likely have more energy and would be more bendy. As for either of them kicking my ass, you have lost your mind. I am the best at running away. Thank you for the questions, Nick. For the love of sanity, please stop asking me about Greece. Mike Ciccone has left a question embedded within a long comment which will be difficult to edit. Here it is. He asks, what battle moves were responsible for the sounds heard during last week's violence? Well, Mike, I'm afraid there is no name for the technique I employed, as my attack was a cleverly improvised dismemberment. But thanks for the questions, Mike. Andrew asks, what comics do you read? Do you read the MOTU mini-comics or licensed comics? And what's your take on how you are portrayed? Oh, well, Andrew, I don't read comics, I'm afraid, but I have seen the mini-comics and some other licensed MOTU publications. I must say I'm not particularly impressed with how I'm portrayed, and I feel it is unfair that most stories end in some sort of humiliating defeat for me. What happened to nice guys finish last? Thanks for the question, Andrew. Sparky Boy has a couple of questions. Number 1, how can you blow a whistle? You ain't got no lips. Well, ignoring your double negative, I must admit that blowing a whistle is quite tricky for me. A lot of air does escape around the sides of my jaw, but luckily I have very strong lungs, so I am still able to activate the whistle. A good question. Sparky also writes, I see you were given a furry pussy on Monkey Boy's channel. Does Helen from HR also have one of these? Well, sir, I have no idea whether or not she has any pets. It has never come up in conversation. She's always too busy talking about her vagina. Thanks for the question, Sparky. Retro Toy Guy Sai has some questions about After 8 mints. He asks, at what time does the law get involved if you eat an After 8 mint before 8? Are we talking AM or PM? And I think technically all time is after 8. Do the mints reset daily? Well, Simon, you are correct. All time is after 8, except for 8 AM or 8 PM exactly. If you eat one of the mints at precisely this time, you risk being shot to death by an armed squad of mint officers. Although most of the time they just shout, "Oi, stop it!" And yes, the mints do reset at 8 PM daily. If you listen to them at this time, you will hear a soft click. Thank you for the question, Simon. Is that the only After 8 related question this week, I hear you ask? No, it is not. Seth asks, is After 8 a special kind of mint? And what if a mogwai eats an After 8 mint at 8 in the morning? Will it still become a gremlin? Well, Seth, this after dinner mint is indeed special. It is more of a chocolate than a mint. It is presented in the form of a thin, dark chocolate square filled with a mint-flavoured fondant. It is impossible to eat a whole box of them without falling into a coma. And yes, if a mogwai eats one in the morning, the furry creature will go full gremlin, because a mogwai's internal clock is set to Chinese time. Billy Peltzer was on a hiding to nothing from the start. Thanks for the question, Seth. Soda Cauldron has 3 questions for me. Number 1, do you put pineapple on your pizza? Well, you seem to be confusing me with someone who makes his own pizza. I do not. However, although I wouldn't ask for pineapple to be added to a pizza, I have enjoyed a cheeky Hawaiian here and there. And question 2, where did you get your pink apron? Well, I got it from an apron shop, of course. What a silly question. Anyway, I haven't got a pink apron. You are under a misapprehension.
Skeletor, you do have a pink apron. Monkey Boy's friend Jane made it for you.
Whiplash?
Yes, Skeletor?
Fuck off.
Yes, Skeletor.
Right. And question 3, pepperoni or salami? Pepperoni on pizza, salami in sandwiches. And Soda's parting shot is to call me a bumbling blue cabbage. But I assume this is a problem with his autocorrect function. I imagine he meant to say humbling blue carnage, which is an accurate description of me. Thank you for that compliment, Soda, and thanks for the questions. Stephen Gray has 3 more questions for me. Number 1, have the Warriors of Eternia ever become embroiled in a Football Factory style mega dust-up? Yes! And question 2, if the answer to question 1 was yes, what did the respective firms call themselves? Well, that Twit Hordax crew was of course the Evil Horde. and there was a small group of vagabonds called the Gypsy Whippers. They used whips. Another active firm was the VFM, the Violent Fighting Men, an uninspiring but accurate name. One of the bigger crews was the Eternian Monorail firm, named after their preferred means of transportation. They went by the acronym EMF until 1990, when confusion and ridicule arose with the emergence of British rock band EMF. The Eternian thugs reinvented their brand, started wearing suits, and renamed the firm Eternian Gratuitous Gentlemen, or EGG for short. And question 3. Naiads and dryads abound, but do you like the Casio F91W? A classic favoured by law enforcement agencies and international terrorists alike. Well, Stephen, it's interesting you say that. Let me just give Monkey Boy a shout. Monkey Boy! Monkey Boy!
What do you want, Skeletor?
Come down here!
What for?
I want you to show Stephen your watch.
What?
Just come down here, Monkey Boy. Right. Sorry, Stephen, he'll be here in a second.
Right, Skeletor, what do you want?
Where have you been, Monkey Boy?
Well, I've been here all the time, Skeletor, haven't I? I'm holding your legs.
Don't tell anybody that. You'll ruin the illusion, Monkey Boy. Right, listen. I want you to show Stephen your watch.
Well, I'm not wearing my watch at the moment, Skeletor.
Right, well, go and put it on. I shall entertain everybody while you fetch it.
Right, okay, I'll be back in a minute.
Right, okay. Right, everybody, Monkey Boy's just going to get his watch. I shall entertain you in the following manner. Ging-gang gooly 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 watcher, ging-gang goo, ging-gang goo, ging-gang gooly 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 watcher, ging-gang goo, ging-gang goo. Hayla, hayla, shayla, hayla, shayla, hayla, ho, hayla, hayla, shayla, hayla, shayla, hayla, ho, shally wally, shally wally, shally wally, shally wally, umpa, umpa, umpa. Monkey Boy, where the bloody hell are you?
Right, Skeletor, I'm back now. What was it you wanted?
I want you to show Stephen your watch.
Right, okay, here we go.
Monkey Boy, don't hold me upside down. What are you doing, you fool?
Right, is that okay? Can I go now?
Yes, you can go now, Monkey Boy.
Right, see you later, Skeletor.
Yes, bye. Anyway, Stephen, there we go. Wasn't that a coincidence? Thank you for the questions. Dean from All Things 80s asks, Neighbours or Home and Away? Well, I think Home and Away was the better show, but I think Neighbours deserves the win for bringing us Kylie Minogue, Plain Jane Superbrain, and the Alessi twins, especially the one with the wonky eye. Thanks, Dean. Gerard O'Connor has this question. But I have read between the lines and have cleverly identified that he is actually calling me heartless, cowardly, and brainless. Well, Gerard, you are a nasty, mean boy, and you shall not have the satisfaction of getting a rise out of me. You also mention my pink apron, which I do not own. This was a preposterous rumour that you started last year, without any evidence whatsoever. I was going to ignore your question this week, but instead decided to draw attention to how much of a nincompoop you are, and thank you for the opportunity to do so. Ben Stutley has 3 questions for me, and some questions for you, dear viewers. First, the questions for me. Number 1, does anyone ever bloody listen? No, Ben, they don't. Listening is a dying art, and is being replaced by pointing one's phone at stuff. And question 2, can I go to sleep yet? Yes, Ben, you may sleep whenever you feel the need. And question 3, and? Ben, I think you've forgotten to take your medication again. And now, viewers, Ben has some questions for you about the show. Please leave your answers in the comments. Ben asks, does the internet's best-kept secret need to stay secret? And what's your favourite bit of SkeleTalk? Asking the questions or getting the answers? Thank you, Ben. I look forward to receiving your answers in the comments, everybody. Right, that's the end of the show. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your minions. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and do leave me a comment or a question for next week. Right, I'm off to play fetch with Panthor. He's very good at it. See you next time. Bye!
Wow.